Have you ever cared for everyone so deeply that you forgot to care for yourself? Have you ever helped every person around you, but when you needed help, no one appeared? This is the story of a gentle man who gave love to the whole world, but forgot to give even a drop of it to himself. And when his heart finally broke, he learned the most powerful lesson of his life. In a small, peaceful village surrounded by wheat fields and tall cedar trees lived a man named Eldon Meerwood. Eldon wasn't rich, he wasn't famous, but he had the kindest heart anyone had ever seen. If someone's goat went missing, Eldon searched until he found it. If a roof leaked, Eldon fixed it. If someone was hungry, he shared his meal even if he had only half a loaf. Villagers often said, "Eldon is the soul of this place." But what no one knew was this: Eldon himself was exhausted and deeply lonely. Every morning, before eating anything, Eldon carried water to an old widow named Sarah Dane. Then he helped his neighbor repair a broken gate. Then he worked in the fields until sunset. When he returned home, his own house stood broken, a cracked roof, dusty floors, faded walls. He whispered, "I'll fix it tomorrow." But that tomorrow never came. One evening, a little boy ran to him breathlessly. "Uncle Eldon, my father's ox fell into a ditch. Please come." Without a second thought, Eldon sprinted to help. He heaved, pushed, and pulled until the ox was rescued. Everyone clapped for him. But later, on his way home, Eldon felt dizzy. His knees trembled. His heart felt heavy. He reached his small wooden door and collapsed. For 2 whole days, Eldon lay sick and weak inside his home. He waited. Maybe someone would check on him. Maybe Sarah. Maybe the neighbors. But no one came. Everyone thought Eldon must be out helping someone else. No one imagined he needed help this time. As he stared at the cracked ceiling, he whispered, "I gave everything to everyone. But no one is here when I needed just one person." Tears rolled down his cheeks. On the 3rd day, a wandering monk entered the village. His name was Brother Kalin. When he saw Eldon lying pale and weak near the doorway, he rushed to him. He gave him water, covered him with a cloth, and sat beside him silently. Then he asked softly, "Son, why are you alone in this condition?" Eldon smiled weakly. "Because I spent my whole life helping everyone, and forgot to help myself." The monk nodded gently and said, "My child, you cannot light another person's lantern if your own flame has died. Love is beautiful, but it must begin with you. You cannot pour water for others if your own cup is empty." Those words settled deep inside Eldon's heart. The next morning, Eldon stood up slowly. His body was weak, but his spirit felt new. For the first time ever, he chose to care for himself. He cleaned his home. He repaired his broken roof. He swept the dust from his floors. He planted small yellow flowers outside his door. And each evening he sat by the quiet river, watching the sun set, something he had never allowed himself to do. Soon villagers whispered, "Eldon has changed. He doesn't help like before." But Eldon simply smiled and said, "I am still helping. I am just starting with myself first." Weeks passed. Eldon looked brighter, healthier, stronger. When someone came asking for help, he didn't always say yes. Sometimes he said, "Let me finish my own work first, then I will come." At first people didn't understand, but slowly they saw the truth. Eldon was happier, calmer, and wiser. His new balance quietly taught an entire village a lesson they had forgotten. One evening, Widow Sarah visited Eldon and said, "You have taught us something precious, Eldon. We thought love meant giving everything away. But now we know we must care for ourselves too. Eldon smiled gently. When you love yourself, your love for others becomes pure and endless. The village changed. People helped each other, but also cared for their own homes and hearts. Peace grew like flowers in spring. One golden evening, Eldon sat beside the river. The orange sunlight touched the water like fire. He closed his eyes and whispered, "Now I understand." Loving yourself first is not selfish. It is the beginning of real love. Remember this, you cannot help others if your heart is empty. You cannot love deeply if you don't love yourself first. Take time to rest. Take time to heal. Take time to love yourself. Because the world needs your light, not your pain. If this story touched your heart, don't forget to like, share,